Sharia compliance in technology, alleged rapists still missing. KUCHING Marathon 2022, a potential tourism product. Those are the headlines for tonight. I'm Lorenzo Isaac and this is TVS Nightline. Sarawak is maximizing its effort in utilizing technology by including Sharia compliance. According to the Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, the effort includes giving exposure to the younger generations through science, technology, engineering and mathematics STEM education.
Jadi sebab itu kami di Sarawak cuba untuk masing-masingkan ilmu kita dengan ilmu yang terkini dalam kita mentadbirkan negeri kita. Jadi alhamdulillah setakat ini saya rasa bahawa anak-anak Islam akan mencorak langkah ke arah ilmu STEM dan juga menguasai ilmu-ilmu yang terkini yang boleh kita terjemahkan dan mentransformasikan cara-cara kita menguruskan ekonomi kita.
He said this in his speech at the second postponement ceremony of the Lika Mahabah Nationwide Mufti Department in KUCHING on Tuesday. At the same time, he said the state government is working closely with the Mufti Department in Sarawak to establish Sarawak's Astronomy Centre.
Kita telah membangunkan pusat astronomi di Biri, sudah kita siapkan dan di Bintu dalam pelaksanaan, dan insyaAllah kalau rezeki Sarawak bertambah kita ada pusat astronomy center di Damai yang akan kita bangunkan.
The Astronomy Centre will function as a new attraction as well as a major resource for both amateur astronomers and the general public.
The Royal Malaysian Police, the Immigration Department and Education Department are working closely to take prompt action and step up efforts in arresting the missing teacher who allegedly raped and molested several students in a secondary school in Bintulu district. As such, the Minister of Women, Childhood and Community Wellbeing, Datuk Seri Fatimah Abdullah, also called for a thorough investigation, including not but limited to Section 376 of the Penal Code for statutory rape and Section 14 in bracket A of the Sexual Offences Against Children Act 2017.
She said her ministry is also ready to help the secondary school girls in Bintulu who suffered from any trauma after being raped with counselling and mental health care. She will also ensure that the victims will receive justice for the crimes committed against them.
Dan suspek gajinya sudah ditahan kerana tidak hadir bertugas. Action that has been taken by PPD Sebau Tatau. Kes sudah dimajukan kepada lembaga tata tertib, that means ini yang si guru ini tadi. Sudah dimajukan kepada lembaga tata tertib, kumpulan pengurusan dan profesional Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri Sarawak.
She said that the police reports were made by two 14-year-olds on July 27th and 29th, respectively. On Wednesday, Bintulu District Police Chief Superintendent Bartholomew Umpit said that they are searching for a missing teacher to aid in a student rape case in Bintulu. Those who have information can contact the investigating officer, Inspector Nurikman Hadi, at 019-351-7155 or the Bintulu Police Operation Room at 086-318-304. Meanwhile, Fatima says her ministry is planning to organize a program to raise awareness regarding child grooming among school children. Fatima pointed out that through the program, age-appropriate session should be given to students so that they are alert to grooming and they should be made aware of where to go for help if an adult is behaving inappropriately in any way.
The Kuching Marathon will return in October after a 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic, with nearly 9,000 runners taking part. Sarawak Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Minister Datuk Seri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah said 8,906 local and international participants had registered for the marathon, which will be flagged off at Padang Merdeka here on October 2nd.
Those registered comprise of 5,811 runners from Sarawak and 3,095 from outside of state, including 639 international participants from countries such as Indonesia, Brunei, Singapore, Britain, Kenya, Japan and China.
Kalau kita lihat apabila penglibatan yang melibatkan ramai sekali pelomba-pelomba, pelari-pelari, baiknya pelari-pelari domestik, pelari-pelari tempatan ataupun pelari-pelari daripada luar negara ataupun luar Sarawak, ia akan dapat menyemarakkan lagi industri pelancongan. Dan sebab itulah kementerian saya dan juga agensi-agensi yang terlibat, kita memberi sokongan penuh kepada penganjuran Kuching Marathon ini untuk tahun ini, sebelum ini dan tahun-tahun yang akan mendatang.
Organised for the 7th time, the marathon event will offer the 4 running routes it has previously offered, namely the 42-kilometer full marathon, the 21-kilometer half marathon, the 10-kilometer run and 5-kilometer run. Abdul Karim also said the marathon was one of the several events set to take place in the state capital in the coming months, which would help Sarawak exceed its visitor arrival target.
The Sarawak government is looking at building a new convention centre in the space of 24 months once the plan is approved by the state government. The new building for conventions and exhibitions will be built next to the Borneo Convention Centre Kuching, BCCK. As such, Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Minister Datuk Seri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah said that world-class exhibitions can be held once the new building is completed.
Now I think we are more confident of hosting bigger conference. That's why we want to have a bigger convention center in Kuching, another one in Miri. There are plans because there are certain convention that we want to bid in the future, and that's the reason why we want to see that new BCCK to be completed, if possible, within 24 months.
Abdul Karim said with BCCK, Sarawak can only host around 1,000 people. Therefore, he said the state government felt that it is high time for Sarawak to have a bigger convention centre. Apart from the new centre here in Kuching, Abdul Karim said another convention centre will be built in Miri. However, he said the site for the building has not been identified as yet.
Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Hari Ayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah has been conferred the Turkish Order of the State, the highest award of the Turkish government, in conjunction with his state visit to Turkey. His Majesty received the award from Turkey President Recep Tayyip Erdogan at the Presidential Palace, becoming the first ASEAN head of state to be given the honour. His Majesty is one of 5 heads of state conferred the award under the leadership of Erdogan.
The other recipients are the King of Saudi Arabia, King Salman Abdul Aziz, King Philippe of Belgium, Emir of Kuwait, Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmad Al Jabir Al Sabah, and the Tunisian President Beji Caid Essebsi. At the same ceremony, Sultan Abdullah bestowed Malaysia's highest award, the Darjah Utama Seri Mahkota Negara (DMN), on Erdogan. The DMN is accorded to a state ruler but is also bestowed on an honorary basis on a foreign head of state and other most esteemed person. Other foreign heads of state conferred with the DMN are Queen Elizabeth, the Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Hamad Khalifa Al Thani, King Salman Abdul Aziz, and Raja Isteri Pengiran Anak Hajah Saleha, the consort of the Sultan of Brunei.
Independence Day, Malaysia Day and Sarawak Day are days that show us the true meaning of patriotism. No one does it better than Azahari Hamdan, better known as Jarek, who passed away yesterday at around 2 p.m. Best known for donning a customized Jalur Gemilang outfit in celebration of the National MAN every year, he was a person who embodied this spirit.
A dear friend, Dato Ibrahim Baki, recalled the old days with Jarek and stated that he was a cheerful person and loved to make people laugh.
Tuju nama Cimayan, seorang yang beramah, baik hati, penuh tanggungjawab dan sentiasa ceria. Jadi keceriaan tu wataknya tu, anggakannya tu suka macam menghibur orang. Menghibur orang, suka dengan orang happy. Sebab dia latih dan semangat dia dicampur dengan semangat patriotik. Biasa nangga tiap-tiap tahun, dia tu ada simboliknya tu.
Angkatan Warisan Anak Sarawak or AWAS recommends that a significant special award, which is Icon of Merdeka Darul Hana 2022, must be bestowed to Azahari Hamdan in his memory.
Sebenarnya budak ada menerima jemputan juga lah yang kami dengar daripada badan-badan agensi-agensi lah untuk menerima anugerah, dan kami ada rasa sedih juga sebenarnya sebab masanya hidup dulu belum ada yang nunggahnya untuk jadi ikon lah. Bila cunduk masanya meninggal tu tiba-tiba aja dapat kata orang anugerah ialah ikonnya. Jadi kadang-kadang kata orang kami rasa sedih lah, sebab kadang-kadang kami terfikir juga macam bila orang yang memperjuangkan benda-benda macam tu selalunya bila dia akan dapat anugerah macam tu bila dia masih ada. Ia malah kami sedih sebenarnya.
The late Azahari was washed at Al-Hakim Mosque and he was then buried in Semariang Islamic Cemetery.
Cebu authorities raided a house in Lorong Teku 16A for illegal crypto mining at 1:35 p.m. on Tuesday, August 16, in a joint operation involving the Criminal Investigation Department, Cebu District Police Headquarters and the Sarawak Electricity Supply Corporation (SESCO). According to the District Police Chief ACP Zulkifli Suhaili, this is the third illegal mining activity that has been crippled by the police.
He added that upon arriving at the scene, his team found that the house was vacant and police seized 36 crypto mining machines worth 37,000 ringgit. Meanwhile, it is estimated that losses from stolen electricity amounted to almost 393,085 ringgit. The case would be investigated under Section 379 and 427 of the Penal Code. For the record, a total of 44 crypto mining machines were seized during a raid at two residential premises on Jalan Surai and Lorong Setia 3 in a two-day operation on August 10th and 11th.
Coming up right after the break, UNIMAS opens Level 1 Sleep Lab. Promotion needed for cultural market. Right here on TVS Nightline. Stay tuned.
Kisah
Welcome back. Sarawak will have its own Level 1 sleep laboratory located at the Faculty of Medicine and Health Science, University of Malaysia, Sarawak, UNIMAS. The laboratory is the result of a collaboration between UNIMAS and Philips Malaysia Berhad Private Limited and will be the first Level 1 sleep research laboratory that applies a hotel concept.
According to UNIMAS Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Student and Alumni Affairs, Professor Dr. KAMARUDIN KANA, the opening of the laboratory that applies industrial and academic laboratory practice will also provide a place for a comprehensive clinical training, learning and research on obstructive sleep apnea, OSA.
The Level 1 sleep laboratory will serve as a platform for the diagnosis of sleep breathing disorder for the local communities. Research of sleep breathing disorder for UNIMAS academician and postgraduate candidate in education of sleep breathing disorder for UNIMAS student and industry.
He was speaking at the signing ceremony of the Memorandum of Understanding between UNIMAS and Philips Malaysia Sdn Bhd in Kota Semarahan. Kamarudin added that through the collaboration, there had been 18 Phase 1 sleep studies to date conducted for the local community under the Continuous Research Program led by the Associate Professor Dr. Chai Chi Shi. In Malaysia, 10.2 million people between 30 and 69 years of age are experiencing OSA, with 4.5 million of them at moderate level and in need of treatment. According to Royal Malaysian Police (PDRM) statistic, about 1,305 deaths due to road accidents were reported between 2011 and 2021 due to drivers falling asleep while driving. Among other things also caused by OSA disorder is excessive drowsiness during the daytime.
Borneo Cultural Market, Tamu, has around 60 shops, mostly from Sabah and Sarawak, located at the Bangi Golf Resort. Chairman of the Traders Committee, SANGGAU MANG, said they are in need of promotional help to get the market known to the public to increase its customer numbers.
SANGGAU added that even with the current efforts in promoting Tamu through the social media platforms, it still has not achieved the expected result.
Satu je lah. Kalau boleh tu buat promosi secara kerap yang memberitahu di mana di Bangi di tapak Bangi Golf Resort ni kita ada buka satu pasar Borneo. Kita cawangan kedua daripada Seri Kembangan. Oleh itu kalau boleh kita minta juga diorang akan buat promosi untuk barang-barang jualan kat sini ke apa bagai.
Meanwhile, the vendors said that even though the market is located in a residential area with a large parking space, the traffic is still low.
Bak Bangi ditu awak kelebih banyak orang kita ngelala pasar Borneo bak Bangi ditu megak bakal bak Seri Kembangan kami megak ke medak pasar tu besar lagi jadi mayu awak kelebih mayu lagi orang tempatan megak hari orang Melayu ditu orang Cina orang India datai lalu medak pasar kita lalu medak budaya kita nama kita dekat baik hari pemakai kita hari utai kejual kita hari craft kita.
Saya meminta pihak-pihak yang tertentu, contohnya Kementerian Pelancongan, mempromosikan lebih lagi tentang pasar budaya Borneo di Bangi ini. Dari segi perbagaikan dalam media sosial, dalam radio pun boleh juga ataupun iklan-iklan pun boleh.
The Borneo Bangi Cultural Market, which was opened after the PKP movement control order, is the best platform to help traders affected due to the COVID-19 get back to generating income. It is open on Sundays every week from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Bangi Borneo Cultural Market is the third market open after the Borneo Market in Megah Ria Pasir Gudang, Johor, and in Seri Kembangan, Serdang.
Malaysia has set a target for 3 championships at the 2022 World Dodgeball Championships, scheduled to be held in Edmonton, Canada from August 28 to September 4th. Malaysian Dodgeball Association President Datuk V. Radhakrishnan said the hope was based on the excellent performance shown by the men, women and mixed team players during the training session ahead of the tournament.
Radhakrishnan said, in addition to the men's and women's categories, Malaysia will make a debut appearance in a new category, which is the mixed category, and is confident of challenging at the world level. Previously, Malaysia emerged as champions in the men's and women's categories at the 2017 edition in Toronto, Canada, repeating this success at the 2018 edition in Los Angeles, USA, before both teams won silver medals in the 2019 edition in Cancun, Mexico.
A remarkable achievement was made as Parliament passed a total of 25 bills in their recent session in Putrajaya. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Parliament and Law, Datuk Seri Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar said that the 25 bills were closely related to the nation's economy, stability and the people's welfare.
The Dewan Rakyat was in session for 12 days from July 18 to August 4th, while Dewan Negara sat from August 8 to 16. Among the bills passed were the Control of Padi and Rice Amendment Bill 2022, Anti-Sexual Harassment Bill 2021, and the Housewife Social Security Bill 2022, involving the cooperation from various ministries. Wan Junaidi also said that 9 motions were also contested in Dewan Rakyat, while one motion, which is the Security Offences Special Measures Act 2012, SOSMA, was debated in a special sitting of Dewan Negara on July 27th.
Now on to some global affairs. A team of biomedical engineers in Australia has developed a textile that mimics the capabilities of the human muscle and able to apply contraction and extension. Led by Tan Noh Do, the textile also showcases its shape, morphing flexibility, and he believes this material could be used to create a human smart suit, similar to the ideas behind the Iron Man or Spider-Man suit.
The way our artificial works is similar to the human's biological muscles. When they receive the high blood pressure, they have extension. But when the high blood pressure is reduced, they have contraction. This means we can control the muscle have elongation or expansion or contraction on demand.
The programmable smart textiles were developed by weaving fabric with artificial muscle fibers, which creates a material that has the ability to shape-shift and can lift weights up to 192 times of its own weight. The muscle fibers, according to Tan, are silicone tubes filled with fluid, which were then manipulated hydraulically using a syringe as published in an academic paper in June.
We have a lot of applications for our technology. We can use our technology to make bio-inspired robots that they can change the shape to adapt to surrounding environments. for search and rescue for bushfire or collapsed buildings. We also can use our artificial muscle to make smart compression garments that can help to enhance the blood circulation, or we can use our technology to make wearable device for human augmentation, or we can support disabled people to walk again.
One drawback the team is currently facing is that they have to manually control the hydraulic pressure through syringe outlets connected to the textile. Hence, they are now working with industry players to revise the technology with hopes to market the technology within the next 2 years.
Youth play a vital role in nation building, possessing the means to spur the country's development and progress. India Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged Indian youth to give their best for the cause of becoming a developed nation within the next 25 years.
और जो 20, 22, 25 साल के नौजवान मेरे देश के मेरे सामने हैं, मेरे देश के नौजवानों, जब देश आजादी के 100 साल मनाएगा, तब आप 50-55 के हुए होंगे। मतलब आपके जीवन का ये स्वर्णिम काल, आपकी उम्र के ये 25-30 साल भारत के सपनों को पूरा करने का काल है।
Modi said this in his speech at the 17th Century Red Fort in Delhi as India celebrates its 75th year of independence from British colonial rule. The World Bank currently categorizes India as a lower middle income economy meant for countries with a gross national income per capita of between $1,086 and $4,255. High-income countries like the United States have a per capita income of $13,205 or more. India is the world's 6th largest economy and is expected to grow at over 7% in the current fiscal year ending in March 2023, the fastest among major economies. Many experts said India's economy could expand to become the world's 3rd largest by 2050 after the United States and China. With about 1.4 billion people, India is expected to surpass China as the world's most populous country next year. From prop maker to cosplayer, the art of turning imagination into reality. To know more about the subject, join prop maker Leon Noel on Sejahtera Asia tomorrow with hosts Wan Alif and Alexan Nilian, 7:45 a.m. only on TVS Astro Channel 122 and My Freeview. See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally just by heading onto our official website at TVSTVMY or follow us on our social media. Those were the updates we have on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. I'll see you tomorrow.